All right. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's see who's here today. Mornings, Mr. Structure. Corey, already green for the day from that killer gold run. I haven't taken a look at gold yet. Let's take a look at gold. What did Goldilocks do last night? Gold just coming down. These were my trades last night and just kept on coming down, huh? Wow. PR77, what's up? All right, so gold took a mega plunge. How many points? About 150 points after I closed the stream last night. Wow. I guess government opening up is now the end of the gold move to the upside. All right, good morning, PR77. Corey, shorting gold all night. Nicely done, sir. I traded gold yesterday as well, and I'm already in the green, but we'll see if we can get some more. So I guess the play of the night last night was shorting gold. Nice. All right, let's take a look at NASDAQ. Overnight high, 367. So overnight high is up here around 367. Previous day high, 354. Previous day close, 316. Right around here. Settlement area. Overnight low, 254. Which is this low right here. That's the overnight low. And previous day low is all the way down at 114. So yesterday's low is down at 114. Texas Jack. Good morning, sir. All right, we're going to leave gold. Gold just hit that pivot point and bounce. I'm leaving that one alone. I'm going to focus on NQ for now. I'm a little coming in the green from last night's trading, but I don't want to give it too much. I don't want to give too much back. So we'll be patient, see if I can capture a little bit of a green, and then walk out. All right, we got 8 minutes to the open. No news. We're still running on the premise that the government shutdown is ending this week. We'll see how that plays out this week. Texas Jet, you've been short 1 NQ micro from 313 at 10:45 last night. Nice, man. Let's see if NQ breaks this range. They've been in this range all night. Well, not all night, for the latter part of the night. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Look above and fail. Came right back into this range. We had a descending channel for most of the night while I was sleeping. There you go. And then this was the range that we were trading last night when I was on stream. So let's see how it all plays out. Let's take a look at gold. Gold came to that pivot point bouncing, but man, gold took a sweet plunge. This was my trading area last night during the stream, and then after I went to bed, look at that. Boom, down. All right, let's stick with nasty NASDAQ for now. me 1 second, guys. Christopher Zazek caught a good part of the gold flush, 2,800. Yeah, I'm in the green from last night. Gold again being the savior. And I guess gold is going to give us some more down potentially today. Good morning, Kushal. Good morning, Coop. Good morning to everyone. 5 minutes for the open. Guys, I'll be right back. I got to restart my Quant Tower. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. 3 minutes, 3 minutes to the open. Nasty NASDAQ in this little consolidation range. Flush down, came into this little price range, and it's been going up and down. We had a little look above and fail, and right back into it. Let's see what Nasty NASDAQ wants to do today. I am in the green, so I'm going to be a little patient. I don't want to give too much of it back. Let's see what happens with this open. Coop, what's going on? You sent me a GC chart. I'm not going to have time to look at it right now, but after the stream for sure. Thank you, buddy. All right, 2 minutes. Casino opens in 2 minutes. Good luck to everybody. Don't go too crazy. VWAP is up at 300. Potential test of 300, and then let's see. Let's see what happens today. That's where the pivot point is as well, 300. All right, casino opens in 2 minutes. Gold ripping right to VWAP. VWAP's at 300, I think it is. What is it? VWAP at 300, yep. Julian, good morning, sir. Corey saying we're going to the moon. Let's go retest some highs. All right, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Settlement, previous day close is at 316. That could be a quick play up here to that 320 area on the open for settlement or the gap fill. And casino is now, not yet, 5 seconds. Probably a quick play to settlement. And casino's open right at VWAP. They're trying to push above VWAP. Can they push to 320 area for the gap fill? Or are they going to take a pullback first? All right, they're coming back into the top of that range. I guess there's going to be a range-bound play down here first. VWAP holding. I'm going to try the long up to settlement first. And it's not giving it to me. Come on. Ugh. Coming down hard. Not bouncing. All right, let's see if we can get this bounce. Otherwise, I'm going to have to close. Come on. Needs to bounce out of that range. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Let's see if we can get this V recovery here. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. All right, push it out now. Let's see if they can come to the top of that range, and I'll be out. Ooh, that could have been my out right there. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Did they touch VWAP again? No, not yet. It's choppy today. Okay, here we go to the top. I'm going to target that 200 SMA. Can we get that touch up there, though? Hmm. And out. All right. That was a little nail biter there. All right, so we had to battle that little range there. Came right back up to the 200 SMA. Let's see what he wants to do here. I'm going to size down to micros. I thought I was on micros, and I just realized I'm on NQ minis. Let me size down to micros. I got some nice greens, so I don't want to give it back. And we'll play some micros from here on. Testing these 150Ks, man. Pushing the limits of these 150Ks. Texas Jet, love these Micos. Yep. All right, I'm gonna size down. Like I said, I already have some nice green here. I don't want to give it back, so I do want to trade a little bit more, but let's switch to micros and just kind of calm down a little bit. Corey, yeah, they almost got us there. That was a play with DCA in the range. The range saved us, so I'm going to go back to NQ. I'm on micros right now, but yeah, the range was what saved us. It's playing the range, so as long as there was no strong break of that bottom, we were okay. All right, let's go back to NQ, but I want to look at micros now. I don't want to, I'm sizing down. Let me draw the range here because now I lost my chart for. There we go. There's the range. $290 to $260. All right. All right, still chopping in that range. $290 to $260. Here it is. Nico, NQ unable to break out of that range. It's right in the middle. It hasn't been able to break to the upside or the downside. I agree with you. Let's bring in the 15-minute opening range right now. The top line, the red line on the top, is the top of the 15-minute opening range. Bottom line is obviously the bottom. So that's the opening range so far. Nico, gold has been amazing. Yeah, man. I made most of my profit last night with gold. I had a huge short on it this morning. Nice. I know gold was at a bounce area, right? Gold hit that pivot point. Did they bounce it? Oh, yeah, right here. That was the pivot point on gold. Here's that 15-minute opening range on gold as well. Gold had a nice pivot point bounce. I let it go. I played it last night, and I don't want to mess with gold right now. Maybe we'll hop on later. Let's try to get another play in with NQ and call it a day. All right, here comes NQ coming down in that range, chopping hard. Looks like they're looking to flush that range. 30-minute break, 30-minute that range that we have here being broken down. Bears starting to pick up some speed here. Uh-oh. All right, NQ breaking down. NQ coming down hard. Just broke structure. Alec Robert Hess. Hello, JC. I love Turnaround Tuesdays. Yeah. Look at this. Flush. I almost want to FOMO in with a micro, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. Oof! Should have FOMO'd in right there. To break a structure, she's going down. All right, pivot point on NQ 204. MW, what's up? All right, NQ is breaking structure to the downside. I just don't know if I want to FOMO short this. Maybe wait for a bounce and then try to hop on this short somehow today. Or maybe if we come and touch the 9, I'll enter with a micro. But if they push to the middle of that range, I got to get out. All right, let's see. Now they're coming back into, we're trying to come back into that range, the 9 EMA. Let's see if the 9 EMA provides resistance to the upside. If they push above the 9 and the 20, then game over. They're going to continue up. If not, okay, so coming to the 9 EMA and finding resistance. They can't push up. It's further downside. All right, I'm going to hop on a short, playing the 9 EMA resistance to the downside. Let's see if that short plays out. All right. So they touched the 9 EMA, unable to get into range. So now I can target maybe pivot point at 200 if they come in hard to the downside. Pivot points at 200. I won't be too greedy. How about 210? About 50 point. No, yeah, 50 points on that. But they need to break. So played the 9 EMA rejection as it tried to get back into range, targeting pivot point at 200. What is 2 pivot point? Pivot point is 205. So I'm going for 210. Not making it easy today. Choppy as hell. Looks like that was it. They're chopping it hard today. Yeah, it's in and out of range. It's choppy as hell. All right, here they come back down again. It's chop, man. Thumper short at 314. All right, again, I'm targeting this pivot point at 205. My out is at 210. See if we can get a push down to that pivot point. Minimal risk on that. Shorting the 9 EMA. MW tight channel down. Yep, I see it now. Thank you for calling that out. All right, let's see if we can get this pivot point touch. We're in a little range here between 230 and 250. Good morning, Peter. Jesse James, good morning. All right, here it comes. Again, pivot point is at 205. I'm targeting 210. Just so I don't get too greedy. Nasty. All right, coming back to test the 9 EMA. 9 EMA is slowly curling down, so it's still doing its thing within the channel, but it's choppy. Jesse, yeah, man, I sized down. I'm not messing with it. I'm locking it in. A lot of the profit was from last night, but we did get a little green on that open. All right, let's see if it respects the channel. If it starts pushing out, then game over. The play is dead. Ooh, the play is dead. Are they going to flush it right back down, or that's over? Now they come back into range, and I'll have to close this trade. Choppy. MW telling us sellers ran out of volume at the lows. Or just a nasty descending channel that they're playing. Up and down. Trapping. See if they can come back into this channel. If not, then they're going to start pushing up, and I'll have a stop above this wick. At this point, I am going to set a stop right above that wick. That would invalidate the whole play, and they're bouncing it up. All right, looks like they are going to bounce it. That is the bounce area was a missed TP by about 10 points. It happens. NQ looking for a full V recovery on that move down. See if they come back into that channel. Looks like the 9 EMA is now becoming support, and they're slowly building the support there for a push up. Unless they flush it right back into that channel, then sellers are in control again. But they need to flush. They need to come into this channel and do what they do best, which is flush it. Flush the channel. All right, they're flushing that channel. 205 is the pivot point. I'm targeting 210, which seems to be a problem, but let's see. Needs to be a big red candle down here. Good. Pivot point's at 205. I'm targeting 210, but it seems to be a problem down there. They can't push it down. All right, here it goes. Come on, big red candle. Let's go. Struggling at that. You can't push below 220, 225 area, becoming support. All right, here they go. Here goes the break. And no. Come on. Come on. Nope, that seems to be the as far down as it's going to go today. I think we just saw session low. Unless they push hard. Come on. Nope, not giving us the pivot point touch yet. All right, if they start breaking out of this channel, I don't know if I'm going to entertain it all the way up again. They're not making it easy today. Jesse James just got that rip up. Nice, sir. $30-minute opening range about to happen. Let's take a look at that. Let's bring in the 30-minute opening range, which is the neon green. All right, here they come down again. All right, 30-minute opening range about to play to the downside, but I'm still in position, so I'm just going to play my TP and call it a day. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's going for that pivot point now. Thirty-minute range breakout to the downside. Potential here. That's that neon green line. My TP is right below it. Can I close this finally? Jesus. Nope. Not making it easy today. I'm going to move my stop into green territory right above that last wick. They can't break the 30-minute opening range candle. Come on. Wow, they can't break it. All right, here they come. Here they come. Nope. Still no break. They didn't make it easy today. All right. I'm gonna let my TP hit at that my stop hit at that point. It's a positive stop, but they're not making it easy today. No break on a 30-minute. Looks like they're building a support there now. NQ, choppy as hell today. Thumper, institutional buying up stocks, options, and futures yesterday. They could continue to take profits off today. Got it. All right, NQ did not make that play easy today. Looks like I'm going to close in the green there, but didn't get the full play that I was looking for. It is what it is. Choppy today. We'll close here in the green. But NQ doing its thing. All right, we'll close that trade there. And looks like the bounce happened in this 215, 220 area. I was targeting 205, 210, so about 5 points off. Happens. But we got some green either way. All right, let's move on to gold. What is gold doing? Gold also tricking the 30-minute opening range breakout to the downside. Did the same thing as NQ. Faked that out and pushing right back up. So gold bouncing as well on that 30-minute low. And let's go back to NQ. NQ barcoding nasty today. Where was the range? Hold on, let me hop on NQ real quick. Where was the range from yesterday? All right, so these are today's trades. Where will we trade? Okay, here are yesterday's trades. Got it. All right, so this is today. This is yesterday, last week. All right, so we came to really just kind of yesterday's area. This was yesterday's open where I traded that craziness. And this is today. All right. All right, they really going to push this down? I may try another short. Didn't give me the short that I was looking for. I still got some green, but is what it is. Just too choppy. It's just too choppy. Choppy as hell. All right, I'm going to try a break here of the 30-minute opening range. Let's see if I set it up. I'm gonna try a break of the 30-minute opening range with 4 minis, 4 micros. 2 are going to be out at 2 points. 1 will be out at 3 points. And I'll let the runner go. It's going to be a very 4 micros. 2 are out at 8 ticks. 1's out at 12 ticks. And I'll let a runner, if they break to the downside. If they break to the upside, then I'll do the same play up here on the 30-minute candle break. Corey, appreciate you, brother. Chop Fest for NQ. NQ not doing much. All right, they're coming down. Let's see if they're going to do the 30-minute opening range breakout. I got a little bracket order set up, but they need to come down. If not, we'll attempt it on the break of the upside. Good Q, just chopping that. Crazy chop today. MW, sellers have no conviction after yesterday. Yeah, they had their chance. They had their chance to break structure here at 210, 215 area. And they weren't able to. Nico's saying they're going to clean up some orders left behind and then dump. All right. Well, I'm ready down there for a dump. They're coming in. They're coming back up to that range, man. That is chop. I mean, if they get back into this range again, then potential move to the upside. Ugh. Ugly. Ugly price action today. All right, I think this is the death candle. I'm going to start pushing this right back down right here with this candle. Come on. It's looking like a death candle in the making. That's looking like a death candle in the making. Nope, they wicked it. They are building an ascending channel now up here. So potential V recovery extended though. Scott Harper could be a bear flag. Is that the wick for the trap? And now they flush it down. That's some chop. They're coming back into this range and now probably targeting the top of this range. Wow, that's nasty. Nico is going to short gold soon. Where is gold? What's gold doing? Let's take a look at Goldilocks. Ooh, the break. The break of the 30-minute range. That's a juicy play. I'm playing it. Oh, shit. I got to turn off my bracket order. And they faked out the break again? Wow. All right, hopping on to gold, looking for this break on the 30-minute range. They faked it once already. Are they going to fake it again? Man, it's choppy. And they faked it. I'll set a stop right here. Playing that break of that 30-minute candle and not giving it to us clean. Here we go. There we go. There we go. That's 6 points on gold out. That was the break of that 30-minute range. I'm out there. Let's go back to NQ. Nice 6 or 7 points there. Oh, NQ going to the top. Nico got it. I got it. Yeah, that was a good one. Thanks for calling the short there. That was a nice little break on gold for the 30-minute candle break for 6 or 7 points. And I'm out of that. Let's go to NQ now. All right, looks like there is no breakdown here, so let me close this bracket order. NQ just did a V recovery. Look at that. All right, so gold, let me take a look back again at gold. Gold did the little break. That second break, the first one was the fake out. The second one is usually the juicy one. See if they continue to the downside, but I caught that one. All right, NQ, ooh, I missed that one. The entry was right there at the 200 SMA. And you're holding, Nico, on gold? Let me take a look at gold. Oh, yeah, it's continuing. Yeah. That 30-minute break, the second one has been, in general, the juicy play once they break. All right, I'm out on that one already. That was a quick scalp. And let's see what this is. NQ, man, what the hell? What the hell did NQ just do? All right, so if you're just tuning in, the green neon lines are it's the 30-minute, the 9:30 to 10 a.m. 30-minute opening range. Those are some juicy plays with gold and NQ that we've been doing lately, thanks to Mr. Peter Chan and his strategy. This gold break was juicy. And now we're waiting to see what NQ is going to do. Are they going to break to the upside on that 30-minute or to the downside? Look at this NQ. NQ is doing his dirty. All right, I still have faith that I'm going to get somehow my bracket order in today. Let me make sure I got it set up right. 8 ticks for 2, 12 ticks for 1, and this is nasty, guys. Look at NQ. Whew. And still no decision on the 30-minute opening range. We're still within range. We're right in the middle of that top green line, bottom green line. Back to gold. Did gold continue on down? Gold, that 30-minute break, that was gold. I took a quick scalp for that break, but in hindsight, could have held for another 10 points there. But it's all right. We're just scalping it away today. And they're coming back down, range bound. NQ doing nasty stuff today. Nico, I agree. At this point, they gotta break in one direction or the other, but they got to break. But we're right in the middle of this range. Okay, they're coming down. I'm going to try this one again. That's 4 contracts. Playing the break of the 30-minute range. Going with 4 contracts. 2 are out at 8 ticks. 1 is out at 12 ticks. And I'll leave my runner for good luck. Good luck or give it all back. Still can't break that 30-minute range. Jesus. Hey, Peter, are you still there? What is this? How do you trade this today? Jeez. All right, here they come. I'm gonna be playing this 30-minute break. Really shouldn't on a choppy day, but let's do it. 4 contracts. 2 are out at NQ. Just can't do anything simple. 2 are out at 8 ticks. 1's out at 12 ticks. I should have done it the other way around. But I'm just experimenting with this play. And then 1 runner. Okay, here we go. There's the setup. 8 ticks, 12 ticks, and a runner. 8 ticks, 12 ticks, and a runner. Come on. Oh, they didn't even get my either one of my entries. They faked it. Okay, here they come. All right. Out on 2. Oh, it's too choppy, man. Jesus. And too choppy. Yeah, no point of holding that one. So I got 3 contracts out. And now I'm stuck with 1 that did not hit my TP down here. If they're going to be range bound, then, they can push this right back up. So I got to be careful how much I entertain that 1 contract. Wow, they did it dirty. Dirty, dirty. Take a break-even close? Yeah, I think so. All right, so maybe I got to refine it to just 3 points, Peter. I got greedy on the last one and stuck here now. See if they bring this back down. As long as they don't push above the 90 MA, we're good, but dirty price action. They ticked it and literally bounced it right at the 30-minute candle, bottom of the 30-minute. That's dirty. No break to the downside after they flushed it. All right, let's see if they push above the 9. I got to close it. So the strategy was 4 contracts, 3 got out, 1 is still lingering, and NQ did a dirty on this break, faking everybody out. Kushal, any idea why it's in a free fall? Hey, we're all trying to figure it out. I don't want to say it's a free fall. I think it's choppy. It's pushed up, it's pushed down. Looks like we're going to get into free fall mode, but it's been choppy as hell. All right, here they come down again for that 30-minute break. I had 4 contracts on that play. 3 got to TP, and then 1 is lingering. All right, got it. All right. All right, so choppy mess on that 30-minute break. Gold was cleaner, as you guys saw. Gold continue on their break. Nico, are you still in on this one? Gold, I think I'm gonna experiment with more size on the 30-minute on gold. Gold, this whole week, the 30-minute break, whether it's to the upside or to the downside, has been a lot cleaner. I only went for what 5 or 6 points here, but that was a clean break, and gold has done it cleanly day after day. Whereas NQ, you guys saw today's chop. Look at that, no clean break of the 30-minute range, so it's choppy. That was with four contracts, 3 out at 8 ticks. I'm sorry, 2 out at 8 ticks, 1 out at 12 ticks, and I'm going to adjust it. I think I'm going to increase the size tomorrow. But on choppy days with NQ, you got to be careful with that play. Nico, 34 points. Good for you, brother. But NQ still in a 30-minute range, been up, down, and did not flush. But it is looking like it wants to flush. And gold had a nice clean break. Nice clean break on that 30-minute range. So I think on gold, I'm going to be a little more flexible in terms of riding it. Gold this whole week has had a clean break to the downside, or a clean break of the 30-minute opening range, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. Those have been clean, easy plays. NQ, on the other hand, is just a chop fest today. They faked out that opening range breakout on the 30-minute candle. Brickle Crypto Trader, what's up, brother? ¿Qué pasa, mijo? Short coming on NQ. I think we're all looking for the break finally to the downside, but just doesn't want to do anything. Doesn't want to go up or down. All right, now it's pushing to the upside. What a mess. Range bound. Looks like that's really what it is. Push up, push down, push up, right into range. Nothing really special going on here. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right. NQ just doing dirty work today. Faking the upside, faking the downside. Which way will it go finally? To the downside, or are they going to break to the upside? All right, let's take a look at gold again. Ooh, gold with that clean 30-minute break. Look at that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Clean break on that 30-minute. Nico, back up to the range. Breakout for limits, maybe higher into the range. I wish I could have an opinion on where NQ's going today, but Chop Fest is all I could say for now. All right, looks like they want to come back into this overnight range that we talked about at the opening. This box right there, that's coming from the latter part of the overnight session. They were unable to break out. They tried once at the open. They tried again here, and they got rejected. Is the third time a charm, and now they push up. Little W pattern, huh? All right, NQ trying to come back into the bottom of the overnight range, this little box, and it was able to break through on this run. Right now, not able to, or at least not yet. If they get in, they're going after the top for the breakout to the upside. Let's see. Nico, yeah, today's not the day for NQ. Let's take a look at gold, although I think I missed the mega play at gold, was holding on to that break. Yeah, look at that. If I had held on the break of that 30-minute candle, Jesus. I'm not chasing it, though. Wow. Gold is proving that it's a cleaner play on gold day after day. While gold gives us this clean chart, look at NQ. Like I said, I've become a gold fan in the last 2 weeks. During Asia, I've been trading way more gold than NQ now. And look at this, NQ came to the top of that range and back down. MW, gold was, yeah, you're right, MW. We watched gold last night, right? Let's hop on to gold real quick. Where were my trades last night from gold? There we go. This was last night during the stream. Right here. This was the chop fest for gold that we were literally while I was doing the stream. Whoops. That was almost 2 hours of chop, then finally came up. Oh no, it continued the chop. After that flush down, I did play this channel. I made most of the money last night playing that channel. And then we came into this area, and that was chop fest. And then you had a nice mega flush during the overnight. And look at that, clean. Oh my God, gold is just tanking. I can't chase that though. I can't. So it looks like government shutdown tomorrow. Maybe it's over tomorrow, and gold is finally taking a pullback. Gold pushed up during the uncertainty of the government shutdown, and now the announcement is that the shutdown's over. And look at this. Wow. It's 20-point candle on gold right there. That's a 1 minute 20-point candle on gold. That's crazy. Something's going on with gold. Gold is tanking, but I'm not chasing that. Where the hell did gold go to? Yeah, as much as I want to do a contrarian trade on gold right now, I'm not chasing that. Let's go back to NQ. NQ is just chopping all over. Gold had a nice clean chart, and look at this mess on NQ. MW, yeah, looks like gold finally taking the pullback. If the push within the last week was related to the government shutdown and the uncertainty of that, they're selling. The government opens up again this week, then gold giving some signals. Ooh, that bounce was the bounce right there. Yeah, I don't even want to look at gold because then I get hooked and I start trading it. I want to lock in the profit. Christopher Zazek, next 4-hour level on gold, 40.81. All right, NQ is just a chop fest. I don't think I can trade NQ unless it breaks to the upside or to the downside. Gold, I'm not going to chase, so I'll watch this. All right, gold, look at this. And back to the nastiness of NQ. NQ just not giving direction. Christopher, total profit on gold today, 5,400, bro. Nice. Nicely done. I remember you said earlier you were in a short. Did you hold that short through that flush? Hey, man, you passed the eval. That's great. That's what counts. Oh, nice. You held that. Dividend cake. You trade ES? I don't. I love the volatility of NQ. Let's take a look at ES though. See what it's doing. All right, let's take a look at ES. Oh, ES is in the... Ooh, ES is about to break the 30-minute range. So maybe if they do break and NQ follows, then we may have a play on that 30-minute break on... but ES has been a cleaner range. So although NQ has been sloppy, ES has had a cleaner range-bound price action, right? Top, bottom, top, bottom, top. Way cleaner than NQ. Still range bound, still chop, but at least a lot cleaner price, a lot cleaner range bound. Okay, they're about to break out on the 30-minute, which is that green line. They're about to break out. So if NQ follows, or are they going to do the dirty and bring it right back down? That's what it's been, range bound. NW, yeah, man, it's been really dirty with those higher highs and lower lows. All right, ES is about to break out of that 30-minute opening range. We're watching ES right now. They're about to break out. Or they fake it and bring it right back down. Looks like they want to break to the upside. So if NQ follows ES, then maybe we have a play to the upside on NQ. All right, there goes the break of the 30-minute opening range on ES. Let's watch how clean ES does it. They're breaking. That's a breakout. Nope. Oh, man, this chop today is... Oh, that's dirty chop right there. All right, we're watching the break of ES. If ES breaks out, then maybe we got to play to the upside. MW, I know it's a range, but I wouldn't sell there. No, I think this is a breakout, MW. I agree. I think they're going to break out. Now, if they do the dirty, which they've done all morning, and they bring this back down, dude, that's the sign to stay out. But it looks like they're finally going to break out. There it is. ES breaking out. NQ looks like it wants to break out. All right, ES broke out. Let's take a look at NQ if they're going to break out as well. We may get a break up here. All right, ES breaking out the 30-minute opening range. I'm not going to play ES, but looks like they broke out. Let's hope this is finally direction and not range bound again. All right, so ES breaking out at that 30-minute opening range to the upside. Then let's watch NQ. We might get the break on NQ later if NQ follows. We're watching this green line up here for the breakout of NQ. Nico, ES, single swing breakout, dangerous. Well, with this chop today, I wouldn't trust anything. We still haven't seen direction. Ooh, look at that. Is ES going to give a nice clean breakout with continuation? So far, yes. 4 points. All right, ES seems to be breaking out. Let's go back to NQ. NQ still struggling to push up. And Goldilocks. Goldilocks bounced, right? Yep, Goldilocks bounced here. All right, NQ. Let's go back to the mess. MW, that's a nice breakout on ES. Yeah. We're hoping NQ follows. I might play that 30-minute opening range breakout to the upside now. All right, it's coming. Let me set up the breakout play. Quick scalp on this breakout play. See if NQ follows. Nico telling us there's big resistance on ES. Let's see what's going on over at ES. See where the resistance. Oh, right here. Yep, this top right here. Big resistance area. And let's go back to NQ. Are they going to break out? All right, here they come. All right, we got, again, the same play, 4 contracts, 8, 12 ticks, and a runner. Let's see how we do over here. And I'll call it a day at there. Looking for the same breakout that ES gave for a quick scalp. Can NQ do it cleanly, though, without trapping me? All right, here we go. Risky breakout play. And we'll call it a day there. 4 contracts, 8, 12 ticks, and a runner. Sire and Brennan, between last night and tonight, I don't know if you see the P&L on your screen. I'm up 3,200. Probably only 1,200 of that came from the New York Open. I am carrying a positive balance from last night, which was pretty high as well. But I think during the Open, I only made about 1,500. Okay, here we go. It's choppy as hell, man. It's a risky play with this chop, but all right. Well, if I get trapped, we'll close it and call it a day. Look at this chop. Note to self, don't do a breakout play when NQ is choppy. Whew. Look at that. Well, at least it didn't tick me and then flush me out. Imagine if it had ticked me and I'm in position, and look at his flush. Look at NQ, dirty, man. NQ is just playing dirty today. JC, is this an eval? Some evals. I'm the straight to fundeds. I stopped trading them after the first trade. But yes, trading some evals, copy trading some evals today. As far as the straight to funded, I think they only made it up to about 1,200 or 1,300 in the green, and I stopped trading those. Peter, I was looking for 304. I know you were looking at this level right here, the 286 break. You took the 286? Yeah. I'm looking at the 304 one, but with this chop, I don't know if I want to play it. Sierra and Brennan, yes, I do Asia session every day. 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be on tonight. Julian, I copy trade everything. So I use Tradesyncer, and I put them all in the copier. Then when my straight to funded accounts or sim funded accounts have some nice profit, I'll stop those. In other words, I'll stop copy trading those and just trade the evals after that if I'm still in the mood to trade. But once my straight to funded get to that $1,200, $1,300 area, I stop copy trading those. What I don't do, Julian, is trade account by account. I know some people, their strategy is rotate accounts. I don't do that. I copy trade everything. If it's a green day and I've got some green where I'm not messing with my consistency rules, then I'll stop trading the sim funded and then just leave the copy trader for evals. I am working on some big number of evals this week. All right. But I think with copy trading, I'm making a video on Tradesyncer. Tradesyncer is releasing version 2, I believe, this Friday. I'm in chats with them on that video, and I'll go over some of the strategies with Tradesyncer for copy trading, or whether you use Ninja, Replicanto, it doesn't matter. But the way I copy trade is I trade them all. I don't rotate accounts. I'll stop trading some if they're in the green, or I took some serious red on some straight to funded. Maybe I'll stop trading those and just trade evals. But in general, I don't rotate. All right, guys. Looks like the break was 286. I was looking for the break up here of 305. That didn't happen. And with this chop, I'm going to close that entry. This is chop fest, man. Yeah, Thumper. Tradesyncer version 2 is coming out this Friday. At least that's what they've told me. They're working on that. And I got a good video coming up on Tradesyncer and how to use it, who Tradesyncer is for, what are the pros, what are their cons. For people that don't have the best computer, because at the end of the day, you can copy trade on Ninja, Replicanto, and it's pretty damn effective, I'll be honest. But you need a good computer. It all depends on the specs on your PC or your laptop. Tradesyncer, you don't install it on your laptop or your computer. Tradesyncer is all done through the cloud on their servers. Now, that doesn't mean it doesn't come with risk, right? They also have some minor issues here and there. You got to use mainly market orders. Dividend cake, does it copy the ATM? Yes, it does. As long as you set Quantower to market stop. Don't do limit orders. You can use limit orders and they work every now and then. Periods of volatility, you could have issues with limit orders on Tradesyncer, and they say that on their website. I've set my Quantower for market orders only, even if it's a set. Yes, Stumper. Tradesyncer has built-in trade protection on market orders. If you use market orders, it's not going to have those ghost or duplicate orders for the most part. The issues can come up if you use limit orders, and they make that clear on their website. I'm going to watch this break, but at this point, I think I'm giving up with this chop. Let me see if I can find their FAQ. Oh, they've updated their website, or updating it as we speak. I think they're getting ready for this Friday's rollout of version 2. Help Center, here we go. So Tradesyncer makes it very clear. Here we go. That let me take a look at Web Full. Are you guys looking at this now? Yeah, you are. Tradesyncer makes it clear that you can use these bracket orders, but you gotta make sure that you use market orders. In other words, you have to set market stop, not stop limit, but a stop market order. And they tell you here somewhere, use market orders or buy sell limits instead if needed. So market orders are the main one that you should be using with Tradesyncer. The follower protection is applied to market orders. Using market orders whenever possible. Market orders ensure that your trades remain in sync due to their follower protection feature. So they do have a follower protection feature which, avoids ghost orders, but it's only activated using market orders. I did have issues at the beginning where I used limit and it created some issues, not major, but again, you do have the occasional issues, and I'll have a whole video on Tradesyncer and how it could help your copy trading. It doesn't mean it's the only solution. I mean, a lot of people use Ninja Replicanto with no issues. Brickle, I was going to play the 30-minute opening range breakout, but I've given up with this chop. I think I'm going to leave it alone at this point and call it. NQ is just not, it's chop. It's playing this range, and I'm not interested anymore. All right, guys, I think I'm calling it here. NQ was a choppy mess today. That's it for me. I'll see you guys tonight if you trade Asia, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And I'll see you tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Appreciate you all. Nico, have a great one. Thumper, Brickle Crypto Trader, Peter Chan, Dividend Cake, Julian, Ciara and Brennan. Let's see who else. MW, Christopher Zazek. I think that's it that I see in the chat. I'll see you all. Choppy mess, but we walked out with some green. See you guys tomorrow. Jesse, have a good one. Appreciate you all. Have a good one. Stay in the green. It's a choppy mess. Don't give it all back. Later.